On the worldwide specialized exhibition Astana Expo 2017, participating countries will demonstrate achievements and prospects in the field of renewable energy. In the next 15 minutes. Hello. Innovative technologies, how Kazakhstan scientists prepare to exhibition. EXPO and Women international organization started working in Kazakhstan. The achievements of mankind. Touchscreen is one of exhibits at Expo 1982. The goal of our country in holding Expo 2017 is to demonstrate Kazakhstan's achievements and to show the world community our capabilities. And now we can see many innovative national projects in action. For example, the Smart, street lighting. For the implementation of smart city standards, a Smart Astana project was launched this year in Astana. International experience and 6 main characteristics of smart city: smart economics, management, life, mobility, people and environment were taken as its basis. On the instructions of Head of State, by 2017, Astana should enter the top 10 smartest cities in the world. For this purpose, Smart Astana concept has been developed, and since this year, according to the order of Deputy Mayor Nurali Aliyev, we have started the realization of smart projects through investments without use of budget funds.
И уже летом Нурали Алиев презентовал Акиму города Астаны, мэру Милана ряд смарт-проектов, в том числе и смарт-уличное освещение. Заместитель Акима Нурали Алиев считает, что именно данный проект...
In summer, Nurali Aliyev has presented to mayors of Astana and Milan number of smart projects, including smart street lighting. Deputy Mayor believes that this project can become most important in the framework of International Expo exhibition, as the theme of Expo, Future Energy, fits this event. Now, most of streets in the capital of Kazakhstan are illuminated with sodium lamps. They serve 10,000 hours, which is about 2 years. Besides, it is impossible to control such lighting. It always works at 100% mode. In other words, national innovators replaced old lamps with new LED lamps. An area of land on Inbekshaler Street in Yesil district of the capital was chosen as a site.
Плюсами светодиодной лампы является это сокращение...
Advantages of LED lamps is a reduction of energy consumption up to 50%. Their service life is 100,000 hours, that is 10 times higher than sodium. It doesn't require any specific measures for recycling. We have set a controller as a second component, so we can control the intensity of light. That is called dimming. It makes light brighter or darker. It depends on the time of day, allowing us to save about 15%.
Что позволяет нам экономить где-то порядка 15%.
At the moment, the project is represented by 43 lamps. By 2017, national innovators are planning to provide economical lighting to the left bank of Astana. The Expo exhibition will help Kazakhstan in the development of green technologies, which are actual throughout the world. Kazakhstan scientist Dastan Tarbasov have no doubts in the relevance and necessity of future energy and shows public his invention, a solar water lift, on which he had worked about 3 years. Having analyzed the market, Dastan had concluded that Kazakh farmers are in desperate need of energy saving during the water lift. Using solar energy instead of electricity in order to pump water from earth is not a new idea. He took as a basis an existing concept, identified a number of weaknesses and eliminated them.
Основная проблема данной установки являлась в том, что
The main problem was that photovoltaic panels heated and their efficiency got worse, as well as dust settles on the surface of the panel. We solved the problem. With the help of lifted liquid, the surface of photovoltaic panels is cooled, and 1 time a day the dust is automatically washed within 3–5 minutes. It is regulated with the panel. The structure can be built by one farmer. The main thing is the presence of the borehole. Solar water lift doesn't require any foundation or additional fasteners. Speaking, scientist claims that green technologies save lots of money. For example, photovoltaic panels used in water lifts every year become only cheaper. Operating principle at first glance seems simple, but in order to make the construction work, Dastan had to pore over the drafts for 3 years.
Значит, принцип получается в том, что вода, поднимаемая через с подземного источника, имеет
The water from underground source has always a temperature about 10 degrees. It is fed to a heat exchanger, which is installed behind the photovoltaic panel,
проходит через
passes through the heat exchanger,
сливается
and then it is drained to the consumer,
на насос,
with no load on pump. Also, using a sensor, a three-way valve automatically switches once. It aims at washers, and once a day, dust is washed from the surface of the panel.
Один раз в день смывает полностью пыль с поверхности панели.
Dastan Sarbasov is certain that his development is a huge contribution to the development of green technologies in our country. Know-how of Kazakhstan scientists is under the commercialization, and by 2017, according to Dastan, each distant village will be able to use this invention. In June 2015, international organization EXPO and Women was established in Kazakhstan. About aims and objectives of this organization, today we will talk with Chairman of the Committee on Public Relations and Marketing, Mahabat Yesen. Mahabat, please tell us about the goals and objectives of this organization.
Международная организация EXPO and Women – это общественное
EXPO and
объединение.
Women International Organization is a public association which consists of initiative, business, interesting women who live not only in Kazakhstan but also abroad.
Организация всего 3 месяца.
It exists just 3 months. It was initiated by women living in Astana and is headquartered in the capital of Kazakhstan, respectively. The organization pursues following goals and objectives. Firstly is to popularize EXPO as project, not solely EXPO 2017 in Kazakhstan, but also international exhibitions in common. We all know that this project was created in Europe a few centuries ago and has earned the recognition of all humanity. Once at the Expo, nylon tights were presented for the first time, so every woman in the world and in Kazakhstan need them in present. Expo is a platform where various scientific and technological discoveries are presented, and there is also an integration of political, economic and cultural opinions and views. Therefore, the mission of our organization is to convey as much information as possible to the people of Kazakhstan, reach all parts of the country, tell what the project is about, what it does, and why is it interesting. During these 3 months of existence, what developments, what actions have been taken?
За 3 месяца существования организации EXPO and Women на сегодняшний день инициирован ряд интересных проектов. Не побоюсь, конечно.
For 3 months of EXPO and Women work, a number of several projects were initiated, and I dare to say that they are interesting because they have earned a genuine demand from the representatives of Kazakhstan and foreign business and business elites of women. First international conference will be held in Milan, which will be attended by representatives of Italian and Kazakhstan business.
Этой страны, так и нашей. Собственно, задача создать определенную такую площадку, где...
The goal is to create a platform where people can eye-to-eye discuss various topics concerning the agricultural sector, light industry, tourism and education of 2 countries. The issues on cooperation between our 2 states will be considered.
Италия и так является одной из тех стран, с которым Казахстан очень тесно сотрудничает по импорту.
As you know, Italy is one of the countries with which Kazakhstan is working very closely on import. This partnership will strengthen even better. Plus, we take some creative personalities in order to show the culture of Kazakhstan.
Это один из тех проектов, которым сейчас занимается EXPO and Women.
This is one of those projects which is in process now. Such initiatives, in fact, are in huge amounts, and under the current organization, there are different committees that oversee these issues.
Это комитет социальной защиты, это комитет пиар-маркетинга, где я непосредственно сама и работаю.
These are the Event Committee, the Committee for Social Protection, the Committee on Public Relations and Marketing, where I work, by the way, the Committee of Arts and other different directions. They are different women working in some of their undertakings, have their own business, someone at some responsible work, but feels obliged to make an effort in order to bring something new to our country, or vice versa, take beyond, to show what already exists and what is developing. There is also a project called EXPO Shiber. We are consolidating the attention of artisans in order to identify and find as much works as possible to present them at EXPO 2017 or on such visiting events. We have been already invited to the EXPO 2016 in Turkey, where theme Flowers and Children is very interesting to us. Our project, Kazakhstan Kids Fashion, has earned interest there. We have also received an invitation to the Expo in Emirates. Today we have a particular information field with organizations that are involved in identical activities, which are in Tokyo, Milan, Paris. Say so, our network grows.
В Токио, есть в Милане, в Париже, и, скажем так, сеть наша растет.
In your opinion, how will your organization help to hold Expo 2017 in Astana?
Ну, конечно же, хотелось бы, чтобы непосредственно в Экспо 2017 мы нашли свою нишу.
Well, of course, I would like us to have found our place at Expo 2017, to have used 100% of our potential, because today we move on completely different subtleties.
Если говорить конкретно направление Экспо Шибер, это наш конкретный проект. Мы консолидируем конкретно и сейчас просматриваем, какие есть творческие личности.
Specifically, the project Expo Shiber is our project. We are looking for creative personalities, the same artists, designers, artisans, so that they can implement themselves in Expo 2017.
Конкретно зеленые технологии, которые изучают, и людей, которые это используют. Мы имеем прежде всего базу.
The same system is in the field of green technologies. We have some database, some access to them. And in Expo 2017, we can be helpful for people who can bring and show certain products of different directions. We are ready to act as mediators, some operators of these activities.
Абсолютно все наши направления, они жизнеспособны.
Absolutely all of our areas are viable, not only until 2017. They are also in demand outside Kazakhstan.
На то, чтобы быть уместными и востребованными за пределами Казахстана.
Огромное спасибо, Махаббат, за интервью.
Thank you very much, Mahabat, for the interview. We hope that EXPO and Women plans will be realized and we will see results quite soon. Now, touchscreen will not surprise anyone, since the invention became a part of our lives. Did you know that screen which is sensitive to touch was first presented to public in 1982 at the World Expo in Knoxville? Specialized Exhibition 82 was held under the slogan "Energy transforms the world." Then, in a small American town of Knoxville, Tennessee, many inventions were debuted. One of them was a touchscreen. A low graphics company demonstrated enthusiastic audience their development. Each visitor could personally try the touchscreen in action. After 30 years, this invention has become quite popular. Today, touchscreens are used in payment terminals, information desks, handheld computers, and mobile phones. Overall, during the exhibition in 1982, more than 11 million visitors has visited the event. Expo 2017 is a national project that opens new horizons to Kazakhstan in the field of research of new energy sources and current developments in the field of green technologies. Visit us online at channel's website. I am Asier Suleimenova. Goodbye.